Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well, today I would like to discuss an issue that it seems like the Western countries are very concerned with at this point. They impose these sanctions on Russian oil and gas and all that. And their problem now is that someone is buying that oil and they do not know who. So they can't control it. So it's not that they don't even care to buy it. The problem is someone else is buying and they need to know who so they can smack around, I'm guessing. Um, so I have this article from the Fortune by Sophie Meller from March 30th, 2022. And the title is Russian oil tankers have vanished from tracking systems. Someone is buying that crude oil and we don't know who. Okay, why do you care? Because you wanted control, like everything you control here with taxes. If you withdraw some money from the ATM machine, or if you put a certain amount, you deposit a certain amount of money, or if you withdraw a certain amount, uh, IRS will be right on you. Um, so it says here that since Russia invaded Ukraine, many Western oil companies, as well as traders, shippers, and bankers, have stayed away from Russian oil. Okay, good. But a new report by CNN indicates Russian crude may be seen a resurgence in demand in relative secret. All right. Ooh. It says here that Russian tankers transporting oil and petroleum products have been disappearing from tracking systems. Dark activity, or when the ship's transponders are turned off for at least a couple of hours, is up 600% compared to before the Ukraine war began, maritime risk management company Windward told CNN. We are seeing a spike in Russian tankers turning off transmissions deliberately to circumvent sanctions. You think? The Russian fleet is starting to hide its whereabouts and its exports. Yes, they do. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. And might be right, American companies buying that oil that are sanctioned. Uh, During the week of March 12th, there were 33 occurrences of uh, dark activities by Russian oil tankers, according to blah 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 intelligence. A 236% jump from the same week a year ago. All right, well, you can't control that. Who is buying the oil? That's a question. It says that energy research firm Rystad Energy estimated that 1.2 million to 1.5 million barrels per day of Russian crude oil exports vanished in the 5 weeks since the war against Ukraine began. The destination of the remaining crude exports from Russia is increasingly unknown. Okay, well, you're out of the market. Why do you complain? You stay out. You feel morally superior, and that's it. And the other one makes money, and that the other one is going to compete with you, and he's going to anyway. All right. So the ships are going dark because they are afraid if they take on Russian business, they will be blacklisted for a period of time and unable to get future business. Yeah, President Andy Lipo, president of the consulting firm Lipo Oil Associates told CNN. All right, but as millions of barrels of oil keep going missing, analysis predict the spike in dark activity could be put down Western traders avoiding a PR crisis. Well, actions have consequences. You don't want to do business with those guys? Fine with me. We're going to impose that on me. So, these guys are naive. Didn't they think that this is going to happen? Of course. Of course that would happen. What do you think? They're going to be just like, okay, you sanction us, so we're not going to do anything about it. We're just going to take it, and bow our heads. And they're crying about it, and they want to control stuff. And I can't remember exactly if it was Aristotle or it was Plato who said in one of his little let's call them books. Obviously, they're not books, but saying that you can tell a society, you can measure the freedom of a society by how many rules and laws that society has. So the more laws, the more rules, the society is less freer and free and less free. They said, one of these guys, I don't remember exactly who said that, Plato, as I said, or Aristotle, said you can measure it. Now you need a certain kind of laws, a certain amount of laws and regulations in a society to function. But when everything is regulated, you're not free anymore, because you're put into a little box over there that you can just move left and right this amount. So I'm not obviously advocating anarchy or anything, but the taxes, and not only the taxes, any finance transaction that not any, but it became ridiculously low. The transactions you make, they would ask you immediately. I can tell you a personal experience with this. I went to the bank and I withdrew an amount of money. It was just let's say $3,000. And when I withdrew that, I said I want them cash. They looked at me like I was robbing the bank, not getting it out from the account. It was on my name. So the teller over there was very smooth. She thought, okay, well, what do you need money? You're gonna buy something? Well, you're trying to find out. And I said, no, none of your business. That was the end of the story. End of the story. But every time I withdrew something about that amount, but it was 2 years ago, a year ago, 3, 4 years ago, they would ask me, so what's your plans? Can I ask you, why would you need that money for? And I would say, no, you can ask, but I'm not going to say anything. And they had to give me the money. But it's just that they had to ask. And I asked one of the teller after a while, after I did a few transactions like this. I said, so that's your policy that you have to ask me, right? Oh, yeah, we have to, blah, 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 because we have to report it if it's over a certain amount of money. We have to report it to FBI. Oh, okay, well, I have nothing to hide, but it's none of FBI's business what the hell I'm doing with my money, and whatever happens with my money, when I put them in, when I get them out. But nevertheless, for larger amounts, I gotta tell you that I've been contacted by FBI. Larger amounts that I dealt with, I've been called by FBI over the phone. And I said, am I under investigation? Any investigation? And I said, no. But when you make a transaction of this amount, we have to call and blah, blah, blah. Can you hear that? If I made a transaction, they have to call. Or they ask me, they think I make those transactions because I'm blackmailed by someone. They care about us. The same with these guys with how do you go? So if you make a transaction higher than a certain amount, let's say $10,000 or so, FBI is going to call you automatically. It called me 2 times. So anyway, just so you know, and you're not on an investigation. It's just that they want to, they care for your safety, so therefore they call you. Yeah, okay. Well, when you find out what's going on with those oil tankers, you let me know, okay? Well, thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.